Welcome back. We're here to cover the karmic third party energy, and it is really looking quite significant in between both eclipses. And I'm really not surprised, to be perfectly honest. Now, we are going to have a very quick look at the crowning energy as I channel some messages and see what I'm spiritually seeing here. This does make sense, okay? This energy does drop down to an 8. Vision of life beyond death. And what could we connect to this? We're noticing the intuitive energy, the peacock. Sometimes we can sugarcoat things, and we can... have you ever noticed that when you're unhappy with an environment, you continuously move things around? Yes, it's a given. With the previous energies the last few months, we have been cleaning. We have been trying to sort energy around, maybe feeling a little bit OCD for some of us. However, this karmic energy, I feel they've been trying to gloss over something. Something has come to an end, and some anger relating to this is actually keeping them up at night. It's actually, it's ticking away, and it's an old cycle is here to end. Now, for some, yes, it may be they're physically seeing it. For some, it could be they're intuitively seeing it. For some, this is just the message to us as at a collective level of this is about to go down. It's here, okay? Now, eclipse in Libra. For some from a karmic nature, especially if we have not learnt our lesson relating to the North Node in Aries, we really, really need to grab onto that right now. And that is for those who are cross-watching on your spiritual path. Why would I say that? A is because the North Node in Aries is helping us connect with ourselves before the connection. However, we are starting to wrap up particular attributes of this, but this energy is going to be some work to come. We are able to reconnect with our twins, right? It's not to say that because the first house placement's there collectively, going from the 12th to the first house, that we cannot have a reconciliation. Incorrect. We can, but you will need to be independent. You will need to be to a level of ascension that you can be within the connection, articulate and communicate without fear of them running away. And within time, no, they will not, okay? But being the most authentic self means you are honoring what you need to say, how you need to be, without choosing to micromanage that due to a fear-based frequency that somebody is going to respond a certain way. We can do that through choice, but we should not do that through fear. This individual here does have a cycle coming up that is nearing an end, especially with the eclipse in Libra. What could it signify? Divorces, loss of jobs, loss of balance, justice being served. Now, justice does not mean at times it's fair, does not have to be nasty. Okay, it can be either or, a little bit like Mars, because what is the shadow sign of Libra? It's Aries, which is Mars. So this could go two ways for these individuals, but it is almost like the cycle being wrapped up. Now, we're looking to the past here, and I noticed that this person was moving quite quickly. This person has needed to address and did not want to address an ending. There was not equal give and take, and there was codependency in this connection. And they can't sugarcoat it any longer, and they know this. They know that something that was done in the dark is coming out into the open, and they are the key to this, where it does come to a new beginning. What they know they're going to do, they don't. How do I put it? I feel as though they have options, but it could be merely repeating a pattern. And this is going to take, if they choose to do it in this fashion, what could that look like? Moving in with another partner. Redoing the same thing they've already done. You're going to get the same outcome. You make the cake the same way and it was a flop, you're going to recreate the cake and it's going to be another flop. Unless the shadow work's done, unless the healing, the revelations, the lessons This person does have a very toxic pattern. We see this here is always tea time. And I'm noticing this reminds me of the absinthe drinker. And if you haven't seen that, it's very Neptunian in nature. And currently we do have Saturn in Pisces retrograde, Neptune in Pisces retrograde, and we did just have the eclipse in Pisces. So what does all that frequency mean, especially for a person that is not handling their vibration? It can be that this person can go into past fires, eating, drinking, using of pacifiers to deal with their stress levels. Eternity, endless moments, repetition, repeating patterns, keeping the same habits and expecting a different outcome. This has eventuated in this ending. And we see this person had wanted to avoid this in the past, and it was repeating. It was like knowing they needed to do something, but not. Now it's come to end. The past has come, and it's time to pay the ferryman. Now, this person is, and this is my worry with this individual. This card is in reverse. And it's fire, which is very Mars in nature. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. They are still dealing with consequences and circumstances of the past. They are still living in the past. Spiritually, they are utilizing their, what could I say? They are not connecting in with themselves. They are not connecting into spirituality. And spirituality doesn't have to be religion. Self-esteem, courage, faith, listening to the call, addressing it, an end of a connection. This could also be a divorce. There could be some communication that's coming in. This feels like there's information coming in at the last minute. It's unexpected. It's keeping them up at night. A judgment is coming, and they're really, really, for some, they could completely know this. Law, I knew this card was going to come up. Law is not justice. Let's read it. Rules that are not fair. And that at the collective level will be coming up too. Rules that are not fair. It could be a changing of rules, changing of laws, changing of, and again, this is not legal advice. Something, if they did not cross the I's and dot the T's, there could be some judgment here. Something that is not going in their favor. Something that they may not like. They were the key to this the whole way through. They were the key. This could be a white lie that is coming out. This could be, I'm looking at them and they've got their hand on the book and it's not, something's coming out. We're going to go into clarifying. I want to see what more they have to tell us about this before we wrap it up. Okay, what is this ending that is happening for the karmic third party this month and this week? Because this feels like they could put the brakes on, but it's the vibration is heading on through. I'm also noticing, on the first row, this absinthe drinker energy, it's always tea time. There's literally mushrooms sitting on the plate, which is very Piscean, very Neptunian energy, so to speak. Okay, let's take a quick look at the crowning energy. What are they thinking about this place? What do they feel? They're not talking to anyone about it. They're trying to hide something. Okay, what is the situation, please? Is there something more you can tell us? This could be to do with their commitment. This also could be to do with third-party energy. Okay, what were they delaying here? Is there being something hidden that is coming out? What were they delaying? Was this healing? Was this ways of being? What was this place? Yeah, knowing that it was over, letting something go, actually starting over, changing behaviors, doing things differently. They did not want to let this pattern go. This could have been due to fear of rejection or people taking from them what is theirs. They can, this individual coming through this week could be a little bit aggressive in nature, or it could merely be the transits. The need to grow up, maybe having to grow up too soon and really not having those early stages. But definitely there also could be, for those that have children, there can be frustration. Yeah, well, the other individual is actually moving away from this, but they're not being included in some of the changes that the person who they had a commitment or have a commitment with. It's almost like they're being kind of separated from this. They're autonomous and independent. This person is very codependent. They may actually stop. They may stop the individual who is involved with them from having any friendships, from having a life or having their own belief systems, and it did cause a lot of conflict. The funny thing is, it still has taken them by surprise because this has been a pattern and a habit that they've, used for a long time. And I do get, for some of you, if you have been on this journey a long time, a very separate message is with Pluto and Capricorn. We've only got a few weeks of it sitting there. This can be really long karmic connections coming crumbling down. Really old karmic connections. Yeah, it showed it. Clarify. Really old karmic toxic connections being purged out. Okay, what's making them angry here? Okay, the blame game, being held accountable, suddenly having to do the leveling up. Yeah, the individual who was involved with this is just sick and tired of it. Absolutely sick and tired of it. Outgrowing it, shed it. Yeah, one-sided transactions. Okay, what is this message coming in place? What do we need to know? The soldier, okay. The soldier, the priest, and the prison. Wow, this person is telling it like it is. This person who they're involved with is saying it how it is. I feel this is an altercation. I feel that this could be a person who doesn't come home. This could be a person that suddenly walks out the door, who has an argument and says how they feel. What is the consequence of this, please? This isn't, you're not going to believe this. Law is not justice. Do you know what the clarifier is? An end of a marriage. I'll see you next week. If you do want to come through and see the next edition and the hot gloss, plus all we offer on Discord, come on through. Otherwise, it will be open to the public soon. Take care, beautifuls.